opening the shutter and dimmer to your fixtures, then using the joystick to move the beam. As you can see, as I move side to side, it's controlling the pan, and up and down is controlling my tilt. So I successfully assigned my joystick to my fixtures. We can also invert any desired fixture. Enter our assign mode by holding the mode button and pressing the find button twice so that the reverse LED illuminates. We can then select the fixtures that we want to invert. Being that I'm controlling 4 fixtures, I'm going to deselect 5 and 6 automatically. I'll deselect fixtures 1 and 3 so that my next actions will only invert the pan and tilt for the selected fixtures, which are fixtures 2 and 4. I'm going to press the tap display button to get to my course channel. I'll then press the mode button and select the scene button that corresponds to my pan channel. My fixtures are channel 1. The display will then read PH01. Exit the reverse or pan invert mode, press the mode button followed by the find button. We can then use the faders to open our shutter. I've pressed the channel bank button so I can get down to the second bank of channels as my shutter and dimmer are channels 15 and 16. I'll select fixtures 1 and 3 so I can control all 4 fixtures at the same time and reactivate the shutter and dimmer. Now when I adjust my joystick, you'll notice that the fixtures are going opposite of each other every other one. This creates a crossing motion and is very useful during programming. You can also assign the crossfade to affect all channels or pan and tilt channels only. To do this, press and hold the program button to enter program mode. Next, press and hold down the mode button and simultaneously press the tap display button. All has come on in our display. This means that the fade time setting is currently set to affect all channels. If we wanted to affect the joystick or pan and tilt channels only, we would press the mode button followed by tap display until we get our desired setting. You can set between all and only. Only means that the fade times will affect the pan and tilt channels only. To exit, press the program button for 2 seconds. To enter a MIDI channel for external operation in an automated installation, press and hold the MIDI record button for 2 seconds so that your display reads in followed by the current active MIDI channel. To change the MIDI channel settings, use the bank down and up buttons. You can adjust this setting between 1 and 16. To store the MIDI channel, press and hold the MIDI record button for 2 seconds. All LEDs will flash, confirming that your MIDI channel has been stored. To manually control your lights, press the blackout button if the indicator next to the blackout is flashing. This takes it out of blackout mode. Then select the fixture buttons for the fixtures that you wish to control. You can then use the faders and joystick to control the channels for your selected fixtures. While the top LED is lit, we can control channels 1 through 8 with the faders. Pressing the channel bank button illuminates the lower LED, which activates channels 9 through 16. Using the faders at this point, we'll control channels 9 through 16. My shutter and dimmer are on channels 15 and 16, So raising those faders opens the shutter and dimmer. At any point, I can use the joystick to control my beam. My gobo channel is on channel 11, so as I raise channel 11 fader, I can go through various gobos of my lights. My gobo rotation channel is on channel 12, so as I raise it, I can index and then get a continuous rotation as I get closer to the top. I'll press the channel bank button once again to get to my color channel, so I can put a color on top of my gobo. Channel 7 is my color channel. As I adjust it, you note the color overlaying on top of the gobo. I can select and deselect fixtures at any time during this process as desired. I'll deselect fixtures 1 and 2. As I adjust the beam using the joystick, you'll notice that only the selected fixtures are being manipulated. Any adjustments done with the faders at this point will only affect those fixtures as well. To program scenes, press and hold the program button for 2 seconds to enter program mode. A small indicator next to the program text will come on. Next, select the fixtures that you want included into your first scene. I'll deselect fixtures 2 and 4 so that fixtures 1 and 3 are the only ones selected. I can then use my channel faders to control the various channels of my lights. I've opened my shutter and dimmer with channels 15 and 16. I can then press the channel bank. I can then adjust my fixtures by adjusting faders 1 and 2 or using the joystick. My channel 7 will control the color channel. Pressing the channel bank button one time gets me to channel banks 9 through 16, which will then allow me to control my gobos, which are on channel 11. To store this as a scene, we want to select the scene bank that we want to store our scene to. Use the up and down arrow buttons to select from the 3 scene banks. We currently have scene bank 1 activated. To store this on scene bank 1, I'm going to press MIDI record button followed by scene button 1. All LEDs will momentarily flash, confirming that the scene has been stored.